Good evening and welcome to the May 13th, 2014 Redevelopment Agency meeting. Let the roll call reflect that all board members are present. And we will turn some time to Vice Chair Guckner for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise and join us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Now, if you would join us for a moment of silence. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is the approval of minutes for the special meeting of March 25th, 2014. Board Member Wicks.
Thank you, Chair Heyer. I have reviewed those minutes and found them to be accurate and would make a motion that we approve them.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for approval of the minutes. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Next item is the reports from the administration concerning fiscal year 2015 proposed budget.
Chair Laurie Johnson will be making that presentation. One of these days I ought to say Officer Beck just to see if he's listening. What do you think?
Good evening. Here we are. It's budget time again. The Ogden's Redevelopment Agency, or RDA, was created to encourage private investment in blighted areas of the community or areas with a demonstrated need for economic development. The RDA budget is comprised of 16 redevelopment project areas, 1 urban renewal area, 5 economic development project areas, and I want to say in a partridge in a pear tree after all that, but I won't. As well as the Ogden Redevelopment Agency budget, which is the administrative budget for the RDA. The total budget for fiscal year 2014-2015 is $18,743,500. As was mentioned last week in the budget presentation, this is a decrease of over $3.7 million. The major reason for the decrease is attributed to the ability to use actuals versus inflated estimates. Previously, the law required an entity to request a specific dollar amount of property tax increment. If the entity happened to request an amount that was lower than what was actually received, you would lose that increment. So in order to make sure that all property tax increment would be received, all entities would inflate their budget requests. The amount of inflated revenues were offset by contingency accounts on the expense side of the budget. The law has now changed, and an entity simply requests all available property tax increment, or however what they want to receive. With that, the fiscal year 2015 budgets reflect what we believe will actually be received. In addition to the above, this is the first year projecting tax increment from the Trackline Economic Development Area in the amount of $15,000 and the East Washington Urban Renewal Area in the amount of $35,000. All budget documents will be made available on the city's website tomorrow morning as well as in the recorder's office, and we would request the council set a public hearing for June 3rd, 2014. Are there any questions on the redevelopment area budgets?
Any questions for Ms. Johnson?
And I know that we'll discuss these later in a work session as well, so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll go ahead and make a motion that we accept the FY 2015 proposed budget and set the public meeting for June 3rd, 2014.
I'd second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Chair Guckner, seconded by Board Member Stevens. Set public hearing for June 3rd. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Thank you. This is time for public comment. This is an opportunity to address the board regarding your concerns or ideas for the Ogden Redevelopment Agency. Please state your name and address clearly for the record and limit your comments to 3 minutes.
Virginia Hernandez Reza, and I appreciate this lady coming up and giving a us in more information. There's not too many people here, but it's on television where people are seeing these meetings. I just want to say that the community development and this fiscal year, that, whatever they submitted for June, they put in their requests, what she said about, people being able to property or whatever. I'm very familiar with this fiscal year projects since 2000, and in the past, and it's just was not myself speaking then, we had a whole group of people from Ogden that we were very concerned how these budget were submitted and the community development. And it looks to me now, and as I had said, we're going to make it a point to be coming to the city council, if not others with me, myself, going to your special meetings, which you have back there, because we need to know the people, what is involved in these planning with the community development. And she also said that there is going to be, we can go get that information from them, how they are thinking about asking for money. And so I'm going to go get that, because we do have the previous ones except for this one, just to see just where it's going. There are some things there that I have not been involved, the people I interact with for maybe about 5 years, that community development is putting their monies, and maybe it's a good thing, but we the people, we need to know, because we the people, it's just not for people who has money, bringing in big businesses, do whatever, to beautify our city, which is a plus. But we the people, we are the ones that, that's why community development asks for these fundings, because it's for the Blythe area. And it should be used wisely, not just for big business, and that it belongs to all of us. So I appreciate what she said. So I am going to go get that budget plan to see what's submitted in there. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, RDA Executive Director.
Thank you. I just want to remind you that the budget is already on. It will be on tomorrow morning on our website. So if you go to ogdencity.org, it will be on that website, so it'll be right there electronically for you.
Okay. Board members, any comments?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Chair Gartner, a second by Board Member Garner to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, as a reminder, we'll have a special Municipal Building Authority meeting after this meeting, followed by a special City Council meeting, then followed by a City Council work session.